Hare Kṛṣṇa, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama,
Rama.
Rama, Hare.
Good job, Ishan Prabhu. Thank you. Very nice. So thank you, all the worshipable devotees, for joining, for taking out your valuable time to read, discuss Bhagavad Gita, to inspire each other, to remember the Supreme Lord Krishna. And a very, very special month is coming. Anyone knows which month is coming? Yes, Vedi?
Kartik or Damodar month?
Yes, Kartik or Damodar month is coming. So, all of you know about the importance of month of Damodar or Kartik? Right? Raise your hand if you know something about Kartik month, Damodar month. And others, your camera is not on, so I don't see if your hands is up or down. So please try to keep your cameras on, and so I don't have to repeat, right? Every time the same thing. Okay, so most of you know a little bit about Kartik month, right? Okay, but before we move on, we will discuss a few verses and a few prayers before we get started. And I see a lot of you have done an amazing project about the 6 opulences of the Supreme Lord as well. So thank you. I saw a lot of projects today till the last minute. How many of you completed it today or yesterday? Today or yesterday? How many of you completed before that? You completed before today or yesterday? Good. Okay. And how many of you completed in the last 2 weeks, any point, today, yesterday, day before? How many of you have done it? Raise your hand. Now we are with the Ishan, Vihan, so pretty much everyone. I see everyone's hand is up. So excellent project, excellent, very, very creative charts, colors, presentations. I haven't got a chance to look at all of those because Sam just came like 5 minutes back, but I'll certainly look at those in great detail, and I look forward to learning so many things from you. You've shared excellent stories, excellent verses. So good job, very good job. Who all have learned the verse? The Aishwaryasya Samagrasya. Raise your hand if you have learned that verse. Okay, Avni, go ahead.
Aishwaryasya samagrasya viryasya yashasa shriya jnana vairagya yosheva
Shannam.
bhaga iti gana.
Very nice. Raise your hand again. Who else has learned? Okay, Ishan.
Aishwaryasya samagrasya viraya yashaha shriya jnana vairagayostaiva sannam bhava itingana.
Very good. Very nice. So we'll take a pop quiz. Now you have to get ready with your keyboards. You have to type, okay? What's the Sanskrit word for renunciation? Type it. I want to see. What's the Sanskrit word? We discussed it last time. And you can use like reply to me only. So otherwise, those who don't know will also get to know, okay? So change that option. What's the Sanskrit word for opulence in this verse or wealth? Okay, I see. Correct answer is Aishwarya. The first word, Aishwarya, means opulent or wealth. What does the word samagrasya mean in this word? So samagrasya is the Sanskrit. I want to know the English of that. We discussed it last time in great detail. Okay, I see one response as of now. No, samagrasya is not knowledge, it's not power. It is means incomplete. Samagrasya, incomplete or full. So how many of you reviewed the lesson last time in between 2 weeks? Okay, so you reviewed it. How many of you were present for the class last week by His Grace Nityaṁ Prabhu? Most of you were present. What did you like? Share a point or two. Who wants to share something you liked from last time? Viraj?
Prabhuji His Grace was able to answer many questions and problems that we had in our daily lives.
Wonderful, very nice. Sambandha?
I liked when I shared my challenges with him.
And what did he say? You're not the only one. Did that give you confidence? Did you all felt better after discussing your challenges with him? Good, very good. Mahima?
I enjoyed how he was talking to all of us individually and not as a group, so that it kind of relates to each one of us personally.
Very good, very good. Yes, Ishan. Ishan from Fort Lauderdale. Ishan too. What's your surname?
What?
What's your last name?
Maheshwari.
Ishan Maheshwari. Please tell.
And also one more thing. I live in Coral Springs.
Coral Springs. Okay. Sorry, I didn't.
Next to Portland.
Good job.
I mean, I like everything.
Everything. That's good. Very nice. So all of you are really wonderful devotees. And therefore, you like everything about Krishna and his devotees. So the homework was to do the project, which you all did, right? Was there anything else? The verse, some of you have learned it. Very good. So those who haven't learned can try to learn afterwards, please. It's important verse. Was there anything else, Vedi?
For the homework? No, just to continue learning the verses.
Okay,
like
very
Gita
good.
verses and Kunti Mata's
Kunti
verses.
Maharani. So how many of you are trying that to learn Kunti Maharani's prayers or Gita prayers for those who have not completed? Navya, which verse you learned new? Please tell everyone. Anyone learned new verse? But Navya, you learned new verse?
I don't remember exactly which was the last one.
Okay. I think you mentioned about Kechadahur Ajam Jatam. You learned that one?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, tell that to everyone.
Kishidahur jamjatam punya shoka sikirte Yadopiyasya vai malaseva sichandanam.
Wonderful. Who has learned a new verse between today and last time?
Hi, Prabhuji. I have only learned the two lines of the last shloka of Kunti prayers, so that's it. I think I'm gonna learn the rest today. So
Wow, that's wonderful. So you have learned all besides 2 lines? Is that what you wanted to say?
yeah, Śrī
Okay.
Krishna Sukha Vrishni Rishabhavani Drug. That's the first line. Krishna Krishna Sukha Vrishni Rishabhavani Drug.
I think you went on mute somehow, but very good. You're almost
Yeah,
touched
and
the
Rajanyavamsa Dahanana Par Rajanyavamsa Dahanana Pavargavirya Govinda Go Dujasuram. I don't know.
no, but you know the one before it?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Tvaime Ananya. The second last verse of Kunti Maharani's prayers.
Yeah, I do. I think I forgot.
Okay, no worries. Keep practicing. You're doing excellent. Good job. And raise your hand. If anyone has to speak anything, you can raise your hand. So others are trying to learn the Gita verses as well. Those who have to complete the 50 verses. Very good. So I see the whole group is present now. So try to be on time. It really helps so that we can share more and we start on time and try to end on time. And I see some of the videos are still off. So I'm humbly requesting to keep your videos on. It inspires me because I can see your lotus face and get purified. Right? All of you are like lotus for the pleasure of the Lord, right? And we discuss in this verse, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toya, we have to become like lotus, like a blossoming devotee, like the flower blossoms and spreads the fragrance. So we have to also try to become that. Guruve Gaura Chandraya Radhikaya Tadalaya Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha. So we discuss about the opulence of the Lord. The last 15-20 minutes, I want to talk about Lord Damodar. And before that, we want to discuss the very important verses from chapter 10 of Bhagavad Gita. We discussed till text number 7, right? Last time, you remember that? We discussed till text 7, verses 8, 9, 10, 11. Raise your hand if you know those verses. The Chatushloki Bhagavad Gita, the 4 seed verses of Bhagavad Gita, very, very important verses. Okay. Rama will tell 8, Navya will tell 9, Biraj 10, and Vaidehi 11. Please go ahead.
Yes, Prabhuji, Rama's right here.
You raise your hand, right? Tell. Text number 8, 10.8.
Is it Sarvasachaham, Prabhuji?
That's a little before Sarvasya.
That's 15.15.
Aham Sarvasya.
Aham Sarvasya Prabhu Mata Samam Pravartate Iti Madhva Bhajante Mam Buddha Bhava Samamvitaha.
Very good. Next. Who was next?
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Navya, please tell.
My
Good job, Rama. Good job.
the The next one is 10.9. Machet matkat purana bhadyanta paraspara katantascha mam nityam tushanti cha vimanti cha.
Very good.
Right.
Let's read the translation of text 8. Lakshay, please read.
Translation: I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. And the wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts.
Wonderful. Ethereal, you want to read 9th translation?
Yes, Prabhuji. The thoughts of my pure devotees drown me. Their lives are fully devoted to my service, and they derive great satisfaction and bliss from always enlightening one another and conversing about me.
Very nice. Text number 9. Whose turn was it?
It's mine, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Hare
10.
Kṛṣṇa. 10.10 Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam tatami bhuti yokam tam yena mamupayanti te.
Very nice. Who will read the translation? Om.
To those who are consistently devoted to serving me with love, I give the understanding of which they can come to me.
Wonderful. 11.
Teshamevanukampartam aham ajnanajam tama nashami atmabhavasto jnanadipena bhasvata.
Very nice. Vinayak, read the translation, please.
To show them special mercy, I dwell in their hearts, destroy the shining lamp of knowledge, the darkest part of ignorance.
Wonderful. Okay, so now we'll go word by word, and now we are discussing which chapter? Chapter 10. What's the title? The opulence of the absolute truth, or Krishna. And in the first few verses, we discussed how to develop attachment to Krishna, we have to understand his opulence, right? We discussed some examples of some stars, some Hollywood, Bollywood. Why are people attracted? Because they read about it, they hear about him or her. Similarly, when we read about Krishna, when we hear about him, then we will be able to develop a relationship. So the first S of the acronym C was, anyone remembers? Yes, Mahima?
Source of everything.
Yes, he's the source of everything. Krishna is the source of everything. Now someone may ask, is Krishna the source of bad? Tricky question. Raise your hand if you think, is Krishna the source of okay? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Thumbs up means yes, Krishna is the source of bad. Or thumbs down is no, he's not the source of bad. So I see few are saying he's the source, few are saying he's not the source. Okay, let's hear. Raise your hand if you want to share a point or two about this topic. Yes, Mishti?
I think Krishna is also the source of bad because everything bad can be used in good in some ways. And in Bhagavad Gita in the 10th chapter, Krishna also says in the 36th verse that he is the gambling of cheats because nobody can ever fool him. So in even though gambling is bad, he's still the source of it. And sometimes bad things can also be used in a good way, like how Hanuman used his anger to burn down Lanka, which is in the service of Lord Ram.
Good. Sampada? Very nice point, Mishti.
So I used to listen to Prabhupada's lecture, and then he said, so he used to call some people rascal. And then he said, and then one disciple asked him, is Krishna also like rascal, something like that? And then he said, yes, he's also the rascal. He's also rascal because he was the greatest rascal of all, because in Vrindavan, he used to be really naughty and everything. So you all are also rascal, and then the source came from Krishna. Everything comes from Krishna, because but like we should not imitate Krishna. So
very nice. Now we'll take a point or two for those who are saying that he is not the source of bad. For those who want to say anything on that, he's not the source of bad, please tell. Ethereal?
Like, so for that, so like if like we're doing the bad thing, then it's our fault. But he's only like the source of good, not of bad, because like it's like if he like there's like he's like Paramatma like that inside us, like the super, but and he like tells us what to do, but if we choose to not like listen to him, then our fault.
Yes, very good point. For example, like the sun is there. Is darkness a problem of sun? If there is sun all over, but I put a blanket on my head and say, look at the darkness, it's everywhere, it's darkness, darkness, darkness. So the absence of sun leads to darkness. So in one way, yes, sun is a source of darkness also, or the absence of sun is the source of darkness, right? Similarly, in the same way, when we turn our face away from the light, what we see? Shadow, correct? When the face is towards the light, we won't see the shadow. So that shadow represents darkness or the bad. When we are towards the Lord, when we are following the process of bhakti, then there'll be no darkness, then there'll be no bad. But when we turn our face away from the Lord, then what will happen? Darkness will happen. Okay, so it's a choice, as Ethereal said. So all of you gave wonderful answers. So the first S is, yes, he's the source of everything. Now we will discuss the next point, which is the E. I know a lot of you have more points to share, but we'll come to that, okay? So we'll come to your points as well. E is the essence of Gita, which is text number 8 to 11. So you can remember that. And the next E will cover next time. So today we'll talk about the 3 words, Sambandha. 2 is Abhideya. 3 is Prayojana. Okay, very important words. Okay, who knows anything about Sambandha? Anyone knows anything about Sambandha? Okay, Biraj.
The Sambandha is like the service we can do for Krishna, like the service that we do for Krishna that eventually increases our love for him.
Okay, good try. Close. Lakshay.
Is it a relationship with Krishna?
Yes, that's spot on. Sambandha means relationship. Okay. So to first understand what is our relationship with the Supreme Lord. So text 10.8 talks about that relationship. That and what is our relationship with the Supreme Lord? What's our relationship with the Supreme Lord? Yes, Vinayak, Sahas said properly. What are you doing? Pay attention. Everyone pay attention.
Nipaji?
Yeah, tell.
We have the relationship that Krishna is our spiritual father and we are his sons, and we have to carry out his orders, like we carry out the spiritual master's orders.
Very good. Krishna is saying here, I'm the source of all the spiritual and the material worlds. Okay. Everything emanates from him. The wise, all of you are wise, who know this, perfectly engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. So this verse tells about who's Supreme Lord. He's the cause of all causes. He's the master of all masters. He's our Supreme Lord, Supreme Father, Supreme Mother. And we must become a servant. Then only we'll be happy. So this is our relationship with the Supreme Lord. In the material world, no one wants to serve anyone, right? Anyone no one wants to serve anyone. Basically, service is considered very low class. But it's the topmost thing in the spiritual world. So what's our relationship? As a servant. Then Abhideya is the process, which Biraj was mentioning. Abhideya means the process. So can anyone give examples of the process? Yes, Sahas?
Like chanting.
Chanting, very good. Process of worship, right? Or to, so that includes chanting. What else are there in the process? Lakshay, and then my Mishri.
Maybe like doing seva.
Yeah, seva, chanting, worship, all the 9 process. Hearing. Mishri, you want to say any other?
Cooking or like doing cleaning or playing music for Krishna.
Very good. This is very scientific, right? In science also, what do? You have, how many of you done an experiment? Raise your hand if you've done an experiment. What's the first step of an experiment? Yes, like Ishan. What's the first step of Ishan? Yeah.
Planning.
Planning. Okay. Good. Mahima, what's the first step?
Or like find the problem.
Find the problem. Okay. Is there something called hypothesis? You have heard this word? Right? That you, okay, the teacher says you mix an acid and or I don't know what experiments you may have done, but there's a hypothesis, or there is a kind of a something we are trying to check or right? And then what do? We do the process, correct? What's the next step? Akshay, after the hypothesis?
The third step is doing the actual experiment. So like if it's like an example experiment, like checking the plant grow in different types of sunlight might be like placing the things where they should be might be like the experiment.
Doing it actually. So we have to put some faith, right? We have to try at what we are trying to test, and then we do the experiment, or that's called the process, right? The process of experimentation. And then what's next? So in bhakti, the process is chanting, reading, hearing, etc. Correct? And what's the next step? Who will tell? What's the next step in the experimentation? What do we see? Ready?
Didn't you record your results?
Yes, and that's what prayojana is. So what is a prayojana? What's a prayojana? Means the result of the fruit. So it's very scientific, isn't it? Bhakti is a very scientific process. So you can explain to anyone. So result or the fruit of bhakti process, right? So in the science also we record the results. How many of you are able to see some results in your bhakti process? Share any results. Anyone would like to share the results you are seeing? Some of you are doing bhakti from last 2, 3, 4, 5 years. What results are you seeing in your bhakti process? Yes, Mishti.
I think of Krishna more, like if I'm doing anything or if something comes up, I kind of, not always, like I can't remember him always, but most, so like I try to remember him more often, and I remember him in other things.
Okay, that's a very good thing to remember Krishna more. And the result, Prayojana, is to basically love of Godhead, to strengthen our relationship with Lord Krishna, or to love him. And you remember the story of love of Godhead? Because if love of Godhead is there, then everything was there, right? You remember that story? When success, wealth, and love, one has to come. Now you remember? So if love of Godhead will come, wealth, success, everything good will come. Okay, who wants to share more results or Prayojana? Biraj, what are you seeing results in your experimentation of bhakti process?
Prabhuji, I'm seeing that I am happier all the time, and like my love for Lord Krishna is increasing, and I'm always around the association of devotees.
Very good. That's a great result. To be happy. Everyone wants to be what in this world? To be happy, right? And this process will give that result. And that's shared in which verses? So these verses are very, very nice. So text number 8 talks about Sambandha. Text number 9 talks about Abhideya, or the process. And the 10 and 11 talk about what? The Prayojana, or result. Okay. These 2 words, 3 words, try to remember. Very, very important. And then we'll see text. So 8 is that how Krishna is the Supreme Lord and we are his servant. What's the relationship? Like you have a relationship with your brother, your sister, your father, your mother. And we serve them differently, right? It's not that we serve our father the same way, or we talk to them in the same way as our brother. No, right? Every relationship is different. So every Abhideya is also different, correct? So when we know the relationship, then we can act upon it properly, and that's basically Abhideya. So what do devotees do? Mat chita madgata prana bodhiyanta parasparam. They talk about Krishna. Parasparam means amongst each other. Like how we are talking about Krishna with each other. Ishan Maheshwari. What does Prayojana mean?
Prayojana means like the relationship with Krishna.
That's not correct.
Oh wait,
Because you were playing my
that makes up with the first one.
Text number 10 and 11 talk about what topic? Okay? If you have to play outside the class. Okay? Rama, tell. Krishna?
I think number 10, I think is number 11. It's like Krishna destroying the darkness of ignorance with bhakti, the shining lamp of bhakti.
Very good. Very good. So 8 is about relationship, right? Sambandha. 9 is about Abhideya. What should we do? So what should we do? We talk about Krishna, we discuss it with each other, parasparam. Kathayantash. They talk about, Kathayantis means they talk about Krishna Katha. Katha means to there are a lot of other kathas going on, and they are gossip and mundane talks, which will make us bad, right? Because if we hear about wasteful talks, then we will not learn anything good. These kathas, Krishna kathas, they give great pleasure to the heart, and therefore devotees dwell in that. They don't dwell in materialistic talks. And as a result, as a Prayojana, text 10 and 11 explain what happens. Tesham stha yuktanam, those who are always absorbed in what? In doing bhajan or worshipping Krishna through different ways, through cooking, dancing, chanting, reading, hearing. So many ways are there, right? Dadami buddhi yogantam. How many of you want that Krishna should give us intelligence? Right? We all want. And Krishna says, I will give you the understanding with which you can come to me. So we all will be able to get or receive that intelligence to the degree we take shelter of Lord. As we approach the Supreme Lord, the Lord will reciprocate accordingly. Who can prove with the verse of Bhagavad Gita? As we approach the Supreme Lord, the Lord will reciprocate accordingly. Avni?
Shloka
Chapter 4.
4.11. Ye yatamam prapadyante tamstadeva bhajamiham mam
Vartamana.
Mamavartmanuvartante manushaya parthasarvashaha.
Good. Very good. Everyone remembers this verse, 4:11? So similarly, when we approach, when we are doing the process of bhakti in text 9, then Krishna will give the result. And what is that result? He will give us the good intelligence, right? So that we don't do bad things in life. So that we don't get lured to the bad things in life. I don't know how many of you have any allurements. Let's talk about allurements. Do you understand the word allurement? Who wants to say the word allurement? What it means? Allurements. Lakshay?
It's kind of like Maya. Like it like pulls you towards things that you like either don't need or like that you don't actually like need. Like say like you might be allowed to like watch like play a video game when you have like
good. Very good. So basically the things which are not good for us, right? And we are attracted towards those or doing those. It could be food, it could be certain things, it could be people, it could be gadgets, it could be multiple things, right? So who wants to say anything, what you are allured to? Do you have any allurements in life? Anyone has? Please tell. Okay, let's everyone write. I want to see what allurements you have. You all have, right? If you don't have any allurements, then you're a pure devotee. And I bow down at your lotus feet. I anyways bow down, right? Even if you have allurements, don't worry, because you're all great devotees. Music, like write specific, because music could be good, could be bad. Books could be good, could be bad also, correct? So what kind of music you think is, we are talking about allurements means in a negative way, which are not good for our bhakti. Okay, like TV or watching, nonsense on TV is a good example. Well, playing a flute is not bad, Lakshay. So playing a flute is good, right? So allurement is something which is not conducive to our bhakti. Watching unneeded things on YouTube, good example. Football is not bad, my dear. Football, one can play football, one can be healthy. Of course, too much of play, should not play for 5 hours a day. But watching TV that's not related to Krishna, that's a good point. Hearing music which is not good. So I think watching TV is coming up again and again. Playing video games, right? Outdoor games are again good. Yeah, typing. Lakshay, type. If you have a question, what's your question? Go ahead.
Like I like to read books like Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, but at the same time I also like to read like science fiction books kind of and graphic novels. So would those books count as like an allurement?
Not really. I mean, see, we have to read other things also which are important for our curriculum. Okay, yeah, it could be novels, it could be your teacher may have recommended certain books, certain to improve your vocabulary English, so that you have to see and discuss with your other school teachers and parents. Is it considered as a good thing or a bad thing? That they will be able to help, but it doesn't seem to me. Food that's not prasadam, very nice. So I think you all got the point. Non-Krishna conscious books, etc. Okay, I think you got the point. We all got the point. So thank you for sharing that. So now, how did we get to allurements? Yes. So then we will develop the intelligence. When we serve Krishna through the process of Abhideya, the 9 ways of bhakti, then we will get the intelligence, and we'll be able to say no to the bad and yes to the good. And then ultimately what will happen? Ultimately in text number 11, Krishna says, I show them special mercy. Now who will say what does them mean in this verse? What does them mean in this verse? Who are the them here? Sambandha? Devotees, yes. Those who are always doing the process of bhakti, who are doing the Abhideya. Correct? I dwelling in their hearts, I mean in the heart of the devotees, destroy with the shining lamp of knowledge the darkness born of ignorance. So ignorance or darkness, Krishna will destroy. How? Through the knowledge, through the lamp of knowledge. Such a beautiful metaphor. Now, in whose heart? For those who are involved in the process of bhakti. Ishan, what are you doing? Hare Kṛṣṇa. Okay. Let's take any comments or thoughts you have in these 2-3 verses. Anyone?
Prabhuji, quick question.
Yes.
So Prayojana is 10.10 and 10.11, right, Prabhuji?
Correct. So what will be the result? He will destroy all the darkness. He will give us the right intelligence. And we will develop love of Godhead. We'll be able to say no to the bad things. Right? Okay, very good. Anything else? Let's talk a little bit about Kartik month. How many of you want to do something special in the month of Kartik? You all want to do something special? Om wants to do. Om, what do you want to do?
I'm not really sure, but I just want to do something for Krishna.
Very good. Shall I share some things which you can all try to do? This is month. How many of you been to a sale, or how many of you have purchased something from sale, discount? Have you been there? Have you heard of these things? Right? What happens in a sale? Who will elaborate a little bit? What happens? Who will elaborate? Okay. Mahima, go ahead.
So sometimes when I go to the store and it says that things are on sale, it means that the price of an item is reduced.
Okay. How much did it reduce? Maybe a few dollars, right? 10%, 20%, right? If it's 20 rupees, $20, they may give for 15 at the max. Will they give for $20 item for $5? Will they give? Will they give, you think? Will they give for $1, $20 thing? Will they give that $2,000 thing for $1? They'll never do that, right? And often actually in the material world, there is things like Thanksgiving sale and stuff. People, harm each other. There are videos. Have you seen those videos? People harming each other, looting and running over each other. A big chaos, then police has to come. Have you seen those? You can easily find those. So it's actually not really something nice. And that product also ends up in failure. But in spiritual life, there is something where if you do little endeavor in this month of Krishna consciousness, of this Kartik month, it will reap 1,000,000 times the result. And it's not exaggeration. Okay, so we can do multiple things in life in this month especially. And one of the most important things to be done in this month is type your answer. I want to see who knows the most important thing to be done in this month. That is like a must do. Chanting. Okay. Yes, we have to offer ghee lamp. Very nice. Show lamp to Lord Damodar. Very good. So that's like a must do. Okay. You can chant few rounds also. That's also very nice. So that's like a must do, sing Damodar Ashtakam. So how many of you will offer lamp and sing Damodar Ashtakam? Raise your hand. How many of you don't know what we are talking about? I have no idea what we are talking about. Rama, you don't know what you're talking about? Om, you're familiar with Damodar Ashtakam and offering lamp? Rapti, Haley, Vyom, everyone is familiar, right? Okay, so all of you are wonderful devotees. So, what's that? I have Dakota's Ash.
Probably his thing must have auto-corrected to that Damodar Ashtakam.
Oh, Damodar Ashtakam. Okay. Whether you're intelligent, could figure it out. How many of you know Damodar Ashtakam memorized? Wow. Well, most of you, and some of you know 50-50 like Om. So you can this month try. If you sing every day, you'll be able to memorize. So now I'll share certain things which you can do, and then I will give you all an exercise as well. Okay. You see this? So don't worry about the 16 rounds, whatever your quota is. Quota means you have decided that I will chant 2 rounds every day. So that's your quota. Whatever you have decided, I'm not going to decide for you. You will decide for yourself. Is it 4 rounds? Is it 6 rounds? Is it 8 rounds? Is it 1 round, 2 rounds? You know, do it with happiness, not as a burden. Bhakti is not a burden thing. Whatever you like, whatever you feel, gradually try to improve. But in this month, let's say if you're chanting 1 round a day on a regular day, you can do some extra. Okay, you can add 1 more to it, right? Waking up early. This is more for adults. Let's try to get up early. Whatever, if you're getting up at, let's say 6 a.m., try to get up at 5:30. Do something extra, if possible. Offer ghee lamp, very important. Sing Damodar Ashtakam by Satyavrata Muni. We discussed that also, which you are already doing. There's a lot of list. You don't have to do everything. Okay, I'm not saying you have to do everything, but we'll talk about it. At least here for now, here attentively. Serve Tulsi Devi, watering, offering Tulsi leaves to Krishna, performing prayers, Narshing Arti, Guru Puja. We can try to avoid outside food in this month by eat only prasadam and moderate our eating, sleeping. We can read some prayers, Kunti Maharani's prayers, Gajendra's prayers, others. We can read 1 or 2 verses every day. Austerity. We must do some austerity. That means we should avoid things which are alluring to us, not favorable for bhakti. We all know that, right? TV, unnecessary games, Facebook, YouTube, which is not good for us. Sing Chaitanya Shishtastakam, you can try that. All of you are practicing celibacy, so I don't need to elaborate more on that. But the opposite sex pleasures are very strong. So we should be very careful in watching internet and be very mindful of what we are seeing on internet. Otherwise, we will be getting carried in the wrong direction. Some of you are entering that stage of puberty. Some of you are already in there. So this is a stage where we have to be extra careful and not be doing a lot of gossip stuff with the opposite sex. For girls, it's boys. For boys, it's girls. Both have to be careful. If you're not careful, then we will fall in some victim or our mind will be distracted. Okay, observe festivals. A lot of festivals comes in this month. Diwali, Govardhan Puja, Go Puja, Gopashtami. Just try to celebrate that with your family, friends. Associate with devotees in person or online. Circumambulate temples, deities, Tulasi. We can't go to holy places physically. If you can't go, then hear about those. Try to read one verse of Gita every day, worship deities with some flowers, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam, and then try to inspire. So we'll discuss about this topic in the next class, okay? You want to inspire your friends, relatives about Kartik month? Want to inspire, okay. We can only inspire if we are inspired, correct? So in the next class, we'll talk more about how we can inspire others. But is this helpful? Does this give an idea of what is we are planning to do or what we should do? Any comment? Ishan, yes, you want to say something?
Prabhuji, can you send the do's and don'ts checklist?
Sure, I can certainly send that. But the idea is to keep it simple. I don't want all of you to feel overwhelmed. Oh my God, there are 20 things in there, right? So don't feel overwhelmed. You have to do what you can do. You have to do a little austerity so that we can do it for the whole month. It's not I'll do for one day and then stop next day. So now, all of you know how to operate Google Slides? All of you know? More or less? Okay, I'll just send you a link and I'll show you what you have to do also. Okay, I'm sending you the link, but for now, pay attention to what we have to do. Okay, we'll do this right now. You will have a few minutes to do this together. Let me know when you're able to see. Are you able to see this? Right? So you will come to this and you'll put your name. Okay? So now I'll give you the numbers. Don't do anything now. Okay? Don't do anything now. You will do it. First you watch what you have to do. Okay? Don't write anything. Don't type anything. Just first watch what you have to do. So slide number 2, I'm just putting my name. Okay? So Shubha Vilas Govindadas. Okay? So you all will get numbers. Remember your number. Okay? So slide 3. Number 3, Ishan. 4, Vedehi. 5, Avni. 6, Navya. 7, Sampada. Vinayak. 8, Viraj. 9, Ishan. Maheshwari. 10, Sahas. 11, Krishna. 12, Rama. 13, Mahima. 14, Radesh. 15, Lakshay. 16, Ethereal. 17, Mishti. 18, Rapti. 19, Haley. 20, 21 is Om, 22 is Vyom. Who's left? Who's left? Take 23 and 24, Prakriti. Or if anyone is left, take 23, 24. Okay? Everyone good? So what you will do later, okay? So you'll go to those slides, you'll put your name, and then you will put some commitments you want to do this month. For example, you can say like, I will chant 4 rounds every day. Okay, just I'm giving example. You can put currently I'm doing 2. So I'll increase 2 rounds. I'm just giving example. You don't have to write as it is, or in spiritual, it will be, I will only eat. I'm just giving example. Only eat prasadam. I will sing Damodar Ashtakam and offer lamb. Okay. So these are like spiritual things you plan to do. I will read 1 verse of Gita. I will put it, right? So many things are there. In lifestyle changes, I mean, food habits can come here, that I will not watch TV or something like that. It's your choice. Or you can put, I'll not watch TV more than 10 minutes a day, something like that, just your austerity. Or I will get up at 5 a.m. right? These are examples. I shared you a lot of examples from here, from do's and don'ts. I'm going to share that with all of you as well, so you can see this and take some references. You don't have to do as it is. But everyone got, so I think you got how you are doing this. I see some of you are putting names. So yeah, put your name in your slide only. Don't mess up other slide. This is personal. And I'll give you now 3-4 minutes. Anyone has any confusion to what to do, how to do? Is everyone okay? Okay, so you have about 4 or 5 minutes. Please fill this up. This is your commitment, okay? You are going to, this is your promise to Krishna. That Krishna, I am going to do this for you, for Lord Damodar, to please Lord Damodar in this month. Okay, this is not to please me. This is not to please your parent. This is no compulsion. No one is saying you have to write comfort zone, right? If we don't get out of the comfort zone, then we'll never improve, correct? So a little bit, we have to make the effort. Yes. Questions? Akshay.
It's not letting me type in the Google Slides.
Is it not letting you type?
Yeah, if I press it, it's like showing a blue box and just like showing a few options.
Which is your slide number?
16.
You have to double click, otherwise it won't let you type.
Yeah, you have to double click. Yeah, I see you're able to type now. Okay.
Prabhuji, can you post the link for the Google Slides in the WhatsApp group?
Yeah, I did already.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Prabhuji, I can't, the Google Slides, I think since I'm on a phone, I'm not able to edit it, and also since we're at somebody's house, I can't really edit it. So it's fine, can I do it like after when I go back home?
Sure. Yeah, you can do it when you're on laptop. That's fine. Remember your slide number. So there's no confusion. What's your slide number? I can put your name.
Ethereal is 17 and I'm 18.
Okay, I'll put your names here. Okay. Do you like this thing? Is it okay or is it too much? Ishan?
So like for some reason, when I wrote my name, for some reason it said sad. So then I double clicked it and then I clicked backspace, and then all of it's gone. Oh, it's
What's
back.
your slide number?
It's back. It's back.
Okay.
Wait, no, that's the other person's. 10.
I've shared the link on the things to do also. Krishna, are you typing? Krishna, you have to type on your slide, not on Ishan's slide. Rama, Krishna, you are on the wrong slide. Please switch.
I was fixing Ishan's slide. I put his slide was above me, so I figured out, I copied and pasted the name tags and I fixed Ishan's slide.
I'll help him. Sahas, you focus on yours. I'll take care of him. What's your number? Sahas, what's your number?
No, I don't need help. I was just helping Ishan.
Okay, good. Ishan, please tell what's going on.
Half of my slide is already gone. Like the left part of it just disappeared.
Okay, I'll help you, Ishan. Okay, try now. You good now?
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you.
Navya? Krishna, what's your slide number? Go to your slide only, okay? Not another slide.
Prabhuji,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not able to do it right now.
Okay. What's your slide number? I'll put your name at least.
Number 6.
Number 6. Okay. But did you understand what you have to do?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Good, good. Krishna, what's your, at least everyone put your name. Who's number 9?
Prabhuji, the left part of my slide, it just, when I tried it backwards, what I didn't want to type.
What's your
it
number?
just-
What's your number?
my number is 12, so I was typing.
What's your slide number?
12.
No.
So I was typing and then the left corner disappeared.
Okay, I'll help you.
Yeah, I don't know. I was trying to back that up.
Okay, it's back again. Who is number 9? I don't see a name on 9. Ishan Maheshwari, what's your number? Ishan Maheshwari, what's your number?
10.
Number 10. Who's number 9? Didn't say a name for 9? And try to keep your goals specific. You remember the SMART goals? So, like for example, I will eat less, or I will wake up early. That's not very specific, because early means what? So your mind will trick. Okay, less means what? More means what? Try to keep it specific. Like right now I'm watching 45 minutes every day TV, I'll watch 20 minutes every day. That's very specific. This is just an example. Okay, right now I'm getting up at 6 a.m. I'll get up at 5:30 a.m. or whatever. I'm just giving examples. You don't have to do as it is, but be specific in your examples, in your goals. Okay, I see Lakshay. Gita Prasadam. Ghee lamp. Yeah, ghee lamp should be in everyone's thing. Offering ghee lamp to Lord Damodar and doing Damodar Ashtakam. Everyone should do that. Rapti, Haley, are you trying? Prakriti, Vyom. What's your number? I don't see your name here. What's your slide number, Rapti, Haley?
Start with 4.
Anyone has any other questions?
Or 5.
Okay. So complete this. Take your time, discuss with your parents, tell your vows to Krishna that you have decided these things to do. Okay, I see you have written a lot of nice things, which is very, very nice. Okay, so I wish you all a very happy Kartik month, Damodar month. May this month bring us all closer to Lord Krishna, Lord Damodar. May we develop more bhakti, strength, spiritual strength, and please Lord Damodar. Any questions, comments before we wrap up? Is this okay? Everyone getting this? What we are doing, how we are doing? Ishan, yes, what's your question?
I have a comment about so my birthday is next month, and I was born on Diwali.
Oh, that's so cute. You're born on Diwali. Hari Bol.
And early in the morning too.
November 11th?
I was born on November 13th.
13th November. So are you inviting all of us for your birthday party?
I'll try to, because
Oh,
not too far away.
you're too far.
I mean,
We can do the lamp offering together. Wouldn't that be nice?
we can I mean, we're probably doing a virtual meeting as well.
Oh, we're doing a virtual party.
I believe last time that happened, like, and there was Govardhan Puja on my birthday. And the virtual meeting for
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Anyone else wants to say anything before we wrap up? Thank you, Ishan, for telling about your birthday. Is everyone okay? Happy? Excited about Lord Damodar's? Ready for Damodar month? Okay, wonderful. So we will pause here. Just continue what you're doing. Study these 8 to 11 verses which we discussed today. Complete this thing which we already almost half of it is done. But the more important thing is practice and keep your goals specific. Like I will read Gita every day is generic, but if you say I'll read 2 verses of Gita every day, it's specific. Okay, so try to keep specific goals. Okay, and
Prabhuji, I have one question.
Yes.
What's the date of the start of Kartik month?
That's a great question, and who knows the answer? Anyone knows the answer?
It's this Thursday.
Thursday?
Yeah, it's on the 21st. I'm pretty sure.
It starts from actually Sharad Purnima. We start from Sharad Purnima, which is on Wednesday. So Sharad Purnima is on Wednesday.
The 20th.
20th, correct. So we will start this process from 20th. And I'm going to be looking forward to all of you on the morning Zoom as well. You want to hear stories in the morning? Right? So right now there are 20 plus kids here, devotees. If 10 of you join in the morning, then I'll share a story. So now it's up to you to inspire each other.
I joined Prabhuji.
Very good. So now you have to inspire at least, so out of these 20 or even could be outside who are not present here. So if 10 join, then I'll share a story every day from 6:50, and then we'll read a verse also together, and then we'll chant some prayers, and we'll do some japa also. I think when we do it together, it really helps. So the call opens around 5 a.m. Eastern and stays till around 7 a.m. Eastern. So please try to join, especially in this Damodar month. Vinayak, what's going on?
Prabhuji, when's the Shloka test?
Shloka test. Shloka test. Who all will have to give Shloka test, actually? Are 4 of you done with your 50 verses?
I have to memorize the translations, Prabhuji.
Okay. By when will you be done?
Maybe with homework, maybe like 1 or 2 weeks.
Probably like 4 weeks, maybe.
2, 3, 4 weeks. Mahima Sahas, you both are done?
I'm almost done, Prabhuji.
Okay. Okay, yeah, keep, and for others who have given in the past also, keep revising that. Otherwise you'll forget it, right? I may take a surprise test anytime, right? Okay, good. So we'll announce that it'll be then after a few weeks. Anything else? Okay, so we'll pause here. It's a little over time. So we'll pause here. So thank you again. Wish you happy Damodar again. And next time we'll talk about how we share with others, okay? Hare Kṛṣṇa, thank you so much.
Hare Kṛṣṇa,
Prabhuji. Thank you.
Hare
Hare Kṛṣṇa, thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Bol.
Thank you.